Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is dotAGE, and we are back today to begin again, just as promised. So if you missed the last couple episodes, well, don't even worry about it, because it was more of a tutorial, just kind of learning things and figuring out some of the basic mechanics of this game, because although it's got a very cutesy looking art style, there's a lot of depth going on here. So we're going to start a new run real quick. We've got Mattis selected. I haven't unlocked any of the new leaders, but that's okay. We'll just go in here fresh with the guy we're a little bit more familiar with. All we know about Mattis is that he hates slackers, but no, he's a pretty good leader. And everything's probably about the same as our last attempt, so we're going to go with normal difficulty too. Not going to bump it up just yet. We got a decent little way, but I ended up, like I said, we restarted. And I went ahead and continued to play on that map a little while longer just to kind of figure things out, you know. I wanted to understand some more of the systems and stuff and just get a couple hours of practice in. So I feel like I'm definitely better prepared. Now, I do understand a bit more of what we need to go for right away. And yeah, I made some pretty bad errors in the first one, just in terms of what we built and researched and stuff. For instance, the chicken coops were not something we needed to go for immediately. But here we are in our new land. So I did turn the tutorial back on. Hopefully we can get back to that spot where we were and learn a bit more about the basic functions and stuff. But I'm going to probably speed run through some of these initial parts that we've already seen before here. So if you are new and you do want to get a feel for the very basics and stuff and watch me stumble my way through, there is a link to the playlist down below in the description, so you can check out the first few videos. All right, so they are talking, oh boy, I was so young then, I convinced some pips to follow me into the valley. So our little leader, Mattis here, he's always speaking as though he's telling us, he's recalling the events. Okay, this is it. This is the place I told you about. We have to stop here. You better not be lying about this new life, Elder. They're very, impertinent is a good word. Follow my example and all will be well. Now get to work. All right, we started work straight away on the construction of our village. I like the looks of this. There's like a half dozen berry shrubs right there. All right, yeah. Well, like I said, we'll go through the tutorial again here, although some of these initial ones we already know, or at least I've already familiar with. But I do remember precisely the place where I bugged it out last time and kind of had to abandon the tutorial, but we'll get past it here. The village was in a secluded faraway valley. All right, so we pan around a little bit. And the elder, the village, yada yada. So where do we want to put our bivouac here? Let's see. There are some animals which we will want for sure. Get some chicken going eventually. I'm just trying to look to see. Boy, they're all kind of spread out. Is that chicken sleeping? Oh, there's a person right there. That's not one of ours, is it? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I think actually our people are kind of spread out. But anyway, okay, so let's stay focused here. Let's put this roughly here. Yeah, we'll put it about here for now. I don't want to put it right next to the bushes and stuff. I want to kind of keep it separate because there are a lot of different buildings that need to be near, you know, our town center. Okay, so we got the dwelling, our little bivouac. I love the word bivouac. I don't know why, it just sounds funny to me. All right, here we go. And remember the first time I sent a pip to get food. Alright, so we'll assign some pips. Yeah, I just want to blow through this early tutorial so we can get to the actual playing here. So it's just explaining the different UI elements and stuff. If you are new and you're picking it up, I highly recommend you go through it here. Alright, let's see. Yes, pass the turn. And we get some foods. One thing I've learned too is wood's pretty important. I probably should focus on some lumber production because you can't do any specialization until you've gotten some tools, like basic tools, and that's going to require a nice little lumber production chain. All right, so there was more. I remember we've got buildings menu. Here we go. So he wants us to build a thinker's post. This needs to be off by itself. Okay, yes, thank you. Let him go through all his little explanations. I'd like to turn it off, but like I said, I do want to experience the full thing, so I feel like we should get to a point where we were. Now, let's put this over here. Like I said, it's got to be away from everything else. Yeah, we'll put that off at the very edge of where we can build right now. I think we can put signposts next to it. But, okay, so hover over... Oh, it took only a day to build. I want to know what I made the decisions. Wisdom. Oh, the Agepedia. Yes, we'll be using this quite a bit here. It's very helpful. Definitely has some good info and stuff on it, but you do have to kind of discover it as you go. Alright, let's see here. Okay. And that's being worked on. We've got 2 villagers we can assign. I'd honestly, let's see, we're making 12. I'd honestly like to build maybe a flag post or a signpost here. Let's go ahead and expand even more. Yeah, just totally encompass all the berry bushes. So we'll do that. Alright, so we've got 4 villagers and they're all hard at work. No kids or anything. Let's go ahead and end the turn. There we go. Making a surplus of food still. Alright. Yeah, I think some early expansion is definitely in order. Okay. Research. Okay, so we are going to learn several different memories as time goes by. And we get to research them here. Now it's opened up all the different tabs. That's interesting. Alright, what am I clicking on? This one? Okay. Gain access to brilliant ideas. I can't remember them now. No, it takes time. It takes time to unlock all of it. But there is a pretty, lengthy tree, especially if you consider there's, 5 different tabs to go through and stuff. And it's interesting because it does show the extent of my previous playthrough. Remember, this is what I opened up. Not necessarily in terms of what I actually researched, but just what the knowledge that I came to. So that's helpful. I like that. It does have some roguelike elements to it. Obviously, in the beginning you saw we have to unlock the extra leaders if we want to play with them. But I think the well is actually our best bet in terms of the first thing to do. Because we can cultivate some land around it and start planting food. Alright, yeah, because these berry bushes only last. This one I think only has 3 turns, 4 turns left. Yeah, 5 turns, so... They're limited, but they will grow back. That's another thing I learned. So let's see. We've got 1 unassigned. I'm tempted. Let's see here. I'm tempted to go ahead and throw down another signpost. Although a lumber mill, wood gathering pod would not be a bad idea. Just to get that up and running right away. Let's put him out there. I'm going to kind of spread out more than I did in the previous playthrough. I had all my settlement, the village buildings or the shelters or whatever, the little cottages all next to each other. I'm going to spread those out a bit on this one for sure. There's certain buildings that need to be next to them and stuff, so I don't want it all cluttered together. But anyway, let's see here. Okay, we're good. We got everybody working. Want to make sure we do this correctly here. No mistakes. He is going to be giving us our very first turn of research. At some point, we'll double this up, too. I like having 2 thinkers' huts going, but not right now. I think it's a little premature for that. And speaking of the cottages, we're going to need to build one of those just so we can start reproducing. It's good to have a little baby Pip. Alright, so he got that going. Excellent. Now we've got everybody assigned. I'm actually going to pull him off of the wood. Let's grab the cabin. And this one I'm going to put all... Let's see, where's the chickens at? There's a chicken patch down here. Boy, they're far. Okay, there's a group of chickens up here. Let's put it over here. There we go. The reason I want the chickens near the cottage is because I know that the butcher table needs to be between the hunter's tent where they'll hunt the chickens and an actual cottage. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get that set up. This might be in my way, but no, we'll expand, so it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to think ahead, in other words. So that'll be done in 2 turns, I think. And everybody's assigned. Let's see, food's doing okay. I could actually pull somebody off this. Let's put him on the... Yeah, that's good. Spread it out a little bit. Okay, so this way we've got wood coming in. We've got just enough food to satisfy everybody. And because remember, we do have a max of 40. If we go over 40 berries, then it's just waste. Okay. Now, in terms of research, some other than food production, like which we're going to focus on growing and cultivation this time, not chickens. That was a mistake. But this time, I think other than food, like I said, there is some research we really want to do, and it's going to revolve around the community, which I have. Yeah, this one right here, the meeting post, is a good one for learning how to make hope early on, which is going to be the main counter for fear, the fear domain. So we need to start producing hope. And then, of course, there's things like the well, which will counteract heat and whatnot. We'll get to that too, but let's see here. In fact, we're working on the well now, but that's more for the fields of tomatoes. Let's see here. All right. I honestly think I can just pass this turn again. We're good. Same thing as last time. It's all still set up. Boom. Now we've got the cottage. We need an additional person to start breeding. But let's let them finish the night. Sleep it off, guys. We built the cabin. Didn't take long to realize we needed more pips. I was too old, but my fellow pips were healthy and fertile. All right, so we're going to breed them up. And trust me, like I said, when I get to a point where the tutorial is more like is new to me, I'll slow down and I'll read it. But at this point, I know what's going on. So let's see here. Yep. Click, right click. There it is. Make a baby. Bring your little bouquets over there. All right. Nice. Let's go. Okay, so everybody's assigned. That's basically this turn's over then. And if we notice, it actually says -5 now on the food. I think that's including the baby, which is going to be born by the time food distribution occurs. So there's one right away. Yep. I like the little noises they make. There it is, the baby. Kababa. Kababa is growing. Welcome to the world, Kababa. It's a dotAGE here, my friend. It's a golden age. Ah, the crude well. Okay, so now we need to decide where we want to start cultivating. That's very good. Let's see. Oh, we've cleared one shrub. The shrub is cleared. Not bad. Let's go ahead and get the well down. I'm going to put it right over here. This looks perfect to me. Slap that baby down, because now I can put a field on each side of it here. That's perfect. We need to look at our research now. Let's get to tilled soil. Actually, let's do tomatoes first, because we can plant these and get them growing, and then we can till the soil underneath them once I've done that. You know what? So we'll get the food in the ground first, then we'll till the soil to make it get more resource, more tomatoes will be produced. So let's do that. And we've got one more person left. What do we want? A little bit more wood, probably. Yeah, we need to start stockpiling some wood. Okay, so we got the little kiddo. Another thing I did, too, was I built too many houses early. I mean, it wasn't too many. It's just I didn't need them right away. You can build two. You can have 2 babies in each house. So the only reason I'm going to build more is if I max it out or if I need it for, like, construction purposes. But let's see. So food. We're okay. We're just going to lose one. Break even on the wood. Let's go. 6 turns till we get the tomatoes. But these berries will definitely be enough until then. Okay, so I wish I could speed it up. But it's okay. There's little events and stuff too, of course, that happen other than the omens. Like, that's one thing I learned too. Can we look at the prophecy yet? I don't think we can. Well, the scroll, like I mentioned, there's the apocalyptic event, but oh, here, no, that's the hints. But it will roll over. If you succeed and get past that event, you can continue to play with more and more ages and stuff. And of course, it gets more difficult. But anyway, let's see here. So we got one more turn till that's done. Everybody's currently working and assigned. The food's holding up. We're just depleting it 1 by 1 turn each time. All right, let's go. There it is. The well is done. Okay, so I'm tempted to go ahead and get another kid working right away. I want to wait until this one grows, but I also don't want to wait. So let's get the well person and the wood person. Oh, we can't. Somebody's already grown. Okay, didn't know that. Didn't realize that. But we do have an extra body. Oh, no, we don't. It's just our berry bush got emptied out. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Now, there might be some stuff I still want to build. Let me look here. The forager is probably smart to get one of these down. Need to put it near the woods. Slap that one right there. Pull her off. Very good. And you know what? I'm going to do a signpost or two. Also, let's put this one right there. I'm going to pull the wood guy off so he works on that. It only takes a turn. It's not much wood, and it's worth it. So I'm going to do a couple more of those too. But anyway, let's go. Halfway through our research. Let's get it done. Okay, that'll give us a lot more room over here near the forest and stuff, and we can build more thinkers outposts in this area. Oh, you know what I realized with my well? I didn't put it on the watery soil, so it won't produce quite as much. It'll just be 1 bucket per turn, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll upgrade it and stuff later down the road, so it won't be a big deal. But let's see here. I'd rather have it positioned properly because, like, this is not a great spot. This one's not great because it's got chickens on it. But anyway, let's see here. So, seeds and hemp. Seeds are the most important thing we need. So let's switch this for now. I mean, right now. Hemp, I realized after playing a bit longer, is vital for like healing and stuff. For a healer's hut. And so we got a little bit of seed coming in. I got one guy who's inactive. Let's get him on the water. So if we get ahead of the water, start stockpiling it now before we actually plant the tomatoes, that'll be good. And let's go. In the turn. Let's do it. Okay, also just going to stockpile seeds for a few turns, and then I'll switch that seed person over to something else, because we need the seeds to plant. Uh-oh, here it comes. He has foreseen the apocalypse. Pretty cool effect, actually. I like the way that looks. Alright, reminds me of playing the old Zelda, and when you go into like the second dimension or whatever. Alright, the visions came to me. I saw the future and the world is doomed. The apocalypse is coming. You brought us to here to die? Don't be stupid. We are here for a reason. We can stop this. Let me tell you my prophecy. Here it is, the scroll. The Scroll of Destiny. So we have seen most of this. It's pretty cool little representation of just the way different events will unfold. And here's the apocalypse at the top. Now, like I said, if you get through this event, which we most likely will since it's the first one on normal difficulty, it'll just move us to the next prophecy page, which is more populated with different events and stuff, more difficult. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I can tell there's a lot of content here to play. So let's close this out now. All right, we're going to zoom right through this. Trying to get caught up to where we were, basically. Okay, so there's our little fear meter right here. This tells us how many days till that fear event, 5 days, and whether we can influence it or not. So this one actually says we cannot influence the outcome. So in other words, it's not really incumbent on us to get up our hope manufacturing right away, because the next omen, we can't even do anything about it. So, all right, let's move. And if we look, we can always click the scroll at any time to see. All right, here's today, and this is the one coming up. I think it's basically telling us we're going to get +1 to the fear domain, essentially. All right, let's see. So we've got one person. Now it also appears that that child has grown. So let's pull our seed person off, and let's get them inside the cabin. There we go. Let's fill out that cabin. Very good. Now, other than that, We're okay. We're depleting some food here, but we got to push on. So let's keep going. We need that population. And you know what? I'll probably slap down another cabin too while we wait for this little child to grow. Okay. Day 11. Pip's available for work. All right, it's good. It's looking good. So what should we focus on? We got one more turn till the tomatoes are ready to be planted. He's good. He's hard at work over here getting some water. Man, I really should have put it on a watery spot. It's going to be hard to get that water surplus, but that's okay. No biggie. Let's see here. Got one person. Yeah, we got to stay focused on this wood, I feel like. Food's okay. If I have to pull some people off the food just to supply us with like seeds or something, I can do that. In fact, let's do another signpost. God, look at all these berries down here. It's crazy. Trying to think here. Okay. Pull Bomo off that. I'm going to pull her off the berries there. We're just going to have to dip into our surplus this time around. Now, this one, you're going to work on another cabin for me. And I'm going to put this cabin right here. Okay, good. Like I said, we're dipping into the food, but that's okay. If I need, I can always pull a bunch of people like off the seeds and the wood piles and get them working on food. But once we get tomatoes going, that's going to be real handy. All right, so we got the house. Water's coming along. Let's see, let's put somebody on the seeds, and she's still working there. Oh, you know what? No, we can't have them on the seeds. They got to go to the berries. Sorry. There we go. All right, I think that's a good setup. We're just blowing through the turns. Oops, I forgot my research. So we finished tomatoes. Like I said, now we'll go for tilled soil. Right, because you can do that after the fact. Boom. 6 turns. And I can go ahead and place this. We don't have the labor for it, but there we go. Holding the shift button allows you to do it without going back into the menu. So that's helpful. We just need the seeds. We obviously don't have enough seeds for all those, but it kind of gives you an idea of what we're going to work with here. There it is. The house is built. Oh yeah, we got to go heavy on the population early because they're slow to develop. It takes a few days. And another thing, I had like my apocalyptic event in the last one, I hope I don't spoil anything here, was that some of the villagers just up and left the village. So when it says apocalyptic, it's a little bit scary, but it's like, since it's basic normal level, the first prophecy, it's not really going to be the end of the world. But I did have like several people abandon me, and that hurt. That was rough. But anyway, let's get on with it. See if we can maybe deal with our apocalyptic event a little bit better than I did the first time. Now, where are we at? We got one person left, or unoccupied. We really need to start focusing on the wood, though. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We just need those people. I'm almost tempted. Yeah, let's pull them off the food. Get them in there. Just for a turn, you know. We'll put them right back on the bushes after this. But they got to keep that population up. So that's 2 babies we're going to have growing. But I'm pretty sure this little guy is going to be growing up fairly soon. Maybe in this turn or the next one, possibly. I think that's what the 2 is indicating. Or under the little pawn there, see 2. It's Lilla. I don't see Lilla's number. Oh, well. We'll check that out in the morning. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Lilith says 4 underneath her, so I assume that's 4 turns. And Deno's now got 1 turn. Yep. Okay, cool. So that tells us how long till the baby's fully grown. That's good. He was making a little trek. Where you going, buddy? Heading halfway across the village. Your home's up here. Okay, let's see. We've got 2 people. Nice. We should get one of them on the seeds. Oh, wait. Whoa. Those are our food people. Crap. Get back on the bushes. What are you thinking? There we go. We're just going to have to wait till what's-his-face grows up, and we'll put him on the seeds. Just thinking here. If there's anybody else we could move. Got to keep this water guy going. He's important right now. All right, let's move. Time to roll. You could use another signpost, like right here. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, we saw a crow. The first event. Just adds a fear. Fear threat level permanently increased by 1. We saw a crow. Yikes, those nasty crows. They're so loud. Okay, the event has arrived and the threat domain has increased. The bar above each domain measured its threat. When it reached its maximum, we were doomed. The domain, however, slept. When awake, it generated fear every day. The higher the threat, the higher the fear generated. But all was not lost. We could fight fear by creating hope. We had special buildings to fend off events. Community. I think this is where, yeah, this is exactly where I screwed up the tutorial on the last one. Because I tried to build. I went to the build menu when it started talking about buildings. But of course, it was telling me to come here to the research menu. So now, if we build the meeting point, well, we had to research it first, right? Yeah, it takes 4 turns. But I am sticking with tilled soil for now. So we will go for that meeting point because that's going to be important for us to start getting hope real soon. But not right away. Not right away. We got other stuff more important. So what are we looking at here? We got 1 unoccupied soul. There we go. Okay, so he is now working on the tomatoes. He will start planting those, and then they'll just have to grow over time. So we're good. We're actually gaining 1 berry per turn. A little bit of wood. Oh, and you can see now the water is being used up. Yep. Oof. Damn. I'm going to have to make a beeline and upgrade the well sooner than I expected. Yeah, guys, if you're playing, make sure you put your well on a water patch, unlike I did. Damn, I'm almost tempted to move it, but there's just no good water. Unless I were to move this and expand again, it's just, that's so much. It's all right. Like I said, we can upgrade the well. So it'll just give me a reason to do it quicker. Because imagine we have 4 tomato fields around this sucker. He's never going to be able to keep up with that. All right. And that's ideally what we want to get to is, you know, a bunch of tomatoes. Let's see here. We've got 1 unoccupied worker. Let's do the seeds. And how's the food? It's okay. We're still just holding on. All right, nothing to do but keep pushing on. Let's go. So you can see this is planted now. I could, like I said, yeah, we can't plant another one anyway because I don't have the seeds for it. So let's just collect the seeds. And I'm not going to destroy the bushes like I did in my last one. I was doing that to collect seeds, but these things do replenish themselves. Now, at some point, we might destroy them just so we can build more extensively, because we're going to get like paving and roads and stuff at some point. But for right now, these things, we'll leave them here until I need to move them. But let's see. Okay, that's working. We've got a little bit of seed. Okay, the kid's still growing up. Wood's doing good. Nervous about food, but we really shouldn't be because it's working. So let's pull him off there and he can plant that one. Very good. And let's go. Yeah, man, in my first one I tried to grow chickens and stuff, and those things don't even really work for like slaughtering for meat. I'm pretty sure the point of those chicken coops like that is to produce eggs. but I could be wrong. Maybe it does both, and I just didn't know how to operate it properly. But if you want chicken, you got to hunt it with a hunting lodge. Let's see, tilled soil, very good. Now, let's get to our research, very important. I'm thinking we move away from the cultivation, because unless I want to go for the well, which is 12 turns, I think I'm going to wait for the big 12 boys here until we get to have 2 of the research stations, whatever they're called. So let's move away from that tab. I'm tempted to go for the workbench. This is what produces tools, but we're not quite ready for that. Don't need that yet. Not yet. The meeting post is probably the most important thing right now. 4 turns. It takes very little time. Yeah, let's do the meeting post. We'll focus on that. 4 turns, we can knock that out, and we'll build one right away. By that point, we'll probably have another village or another little cabin going, because we got to keep just a steady flow of kids coming in, you know? Oh, like right now we have no children, so we're going to get another one. Let's do it. Put those people to use. All right, tomatoes are coming. Oof. Food is at a balance right now. 8 coming in, 8 going out. But nothing else to do about it, so let's keep going. I might flip-flop this guy over to the seeds now, so we get some extra seeds. Get these things all planted, you know? Let's go. Okay. There he is. 2 of 2 on the cabin. Okay, a new day is dawned. We got 2 extra workers. That's beautiful. Let's go crazy, right? Let's get them on there. Just get these fields laid out ASAP. Oh, you know what else I can do too? Is once we get them planted, we'll go and we'll cultivate the soil underneath them too. So, yeah, I don't want to pull anybody off just yet. Actually, I guess I can pull the seed guy off now. We don't need those. But, no, I do need it. Output used by other builders, it says. Oh, I see. That's interesting. It lets me do it that way. I like that, actually. Okay, okay. Tell you what. I got an idea. Let's pull him off. And we'll till the soil beneath this one. There, okay. No, I don't think it worked. It will let you do it, but at a certain point in the growing process... Huh. Interesting. No worries. I'll keep trying it. I might have to do it before we plant it. Can't remember now. But I know you can do it after the fact. Okay, so that one's actually grown now, which is good. We've got 1 patch of tomatoes now ready to be harvested. So that's good. And I think that second one's going to be coming along any time. We got another event. Or no, he's foreseeing it. So I think he just added it to the prophecy. Whoopsie. There we go. Ooh, influencing events, yada yada. Okay, so it's telling us the splint. Yeah, how we can influence the different events. So, in other words, if we got a fear event and we got 5, we can overcome it by having more hope than fear. So and it works for all of them. Heat and cold and all that stuff. Health and sickness. Alright, so the next one's actually coming up soon. We can influence it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my little thing built in time. We'll see. I'm working towards the meeting post right now. So, and you can see now we are going to be getting 1 threat per turn currently. So that's going to make it rough. We'll see. We might not get past that first event. I hope we do. But do we have any free workers? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get 1 over here, but first I want to test this soil. There, okay, now he's going to cultivate. One of them's going to come over here. Okay, okay, perfect. And can I cultivate these 2? No, we have to wait till the tomatoes are harvested, or harvestable, or I think until the ground is completely cleared. But anyway, that's not a big deal. We'll just wait. So we got 2 extra people. I honestly think we should construct another signpost. I'm going to put this one right over here. Start to work southward. Beautiful. And now I want another dwelling. Let's get another cabin. And, oof. I don't know. I kind of want to put it over here to open more of this up, but it's a little too close to the thinker's posts. We'll just slap it here for now. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. Everybody's working. Let's go. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Man, oh man, this game's pretty addictive. I'll tell you guys, it's one of those that you can just keep playing and you don't realize that the turns are just going by. Okay, here we go. What do we got? What's happening now? Oh, he's gone to nature. Meditation. This is something I never encountered in my last one. The village gains 2 nature. So that's like a positive event. Okay, domain nature. The earth has a mind of its own. There are natural calamities beyond your control. Beware of the nature domain, for as the years pass, the ground begins to crumble and unknown forces implode. Defending against nature events is difficult as these forces are beyond your control. Plan accordingly and rebuild to survive the catastrophes that strike the village. Perhaps treating nature with respect will help. All right, there we go. So yeah, I know, like in the research tree, there's like altars and stuff you can do to produce nature points to counteract, I guess. I don't know what the opposite of nature is. Cataclysm. That's the negative side of the nature. But man, oh man, like I said, guys, I've kind of lost track of time, but we've pushed past my normal cutoff point, but that's okay. I've just been enjoying it so much. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. The new village is starting off well. I hope. We'll see. It's hard to know, you know, until you get down the road a little bit to see the reverberations of your early planning and strategy, but it's so fun, a lot of fun so far. So hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so. Much appreciated, all you guys out there tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.